Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address the board. Tanya's story, the patient story at the beginning of this open board meeting, was possible because Canadian Blood Services cooperates internationally when it comes to stem cells. We could have other stories like Tanya's when it comes to kidneys as well. Our open letter, the one that I will be reading in a second, urges the creation of a cooperative Canada-U.S. kidney paired donation program, much like the cooperative international stem cell program that made it possible for Tanya to find a German donor. Now, the letter will be available on donationethics.com, and we will be collecting additional signatures over the next several months. So now let me read the letter. Currently, there are nearly 3,500 Canadians on a waiting list for a kidney. In the United States, this number approaches 100,000 individuals. This open letter urges Canadian Blood Services to commit to creating a joint Canada-U.S. paired kidney donation program as quickly as possible. The benefits of kidney paired donation are well known. Such programs are in place in countries around the world. International kidney paired donation programs are rarer, but they are not without precedent. Given this, the letter's recommendation is modest. But the benefits of such a cooperative Canada-U.S. kidney paired donation program would be substantial. Many more Canadian and American lives would be saved and improved through cooperation. It would also reduce healthcare costs compared to the status quo. One constraint on the number of transplants performed is biological incompatibility. Too often, those in need of a transplant have a willing donor, but not one whose kidney is a compatible match. These missed opportunities have dire consequences. Fortunately, many of these compatibility problems are surmountable through kidney paired donation. For example, suppose Alice needs a transplant and has a brother who is a willing but biologically incompatible donor. And suppose their neighbor also needs a transplant and also has a willing but biologically incompatible donor. It looks like both recipients would be tragically unlucky in this circumstance. However, with kidney paired donation, Alice's brother may be a match with the neighbor, and the neighbor's donor may be a match with Alice, thus enabling a happy outcome for all. The more incompatible pairs in the pool, the more likely it is that two will be a match. Now, the success of these programs depends crucially on their size. The more pairs in the pool, the more likely it is that two individuals will be mutually compatible. The benefit of a larger pool is non-linear. For example, on average, with 25 eligible pairs, we can expect fewer than 9 transplantations. But with 100 pairs, the average number of transplants increases to almost 50. If, in addition to exchange between pairs, we facilitate chains of 3 or 4 participants, that number grows to more than 60. Now, we recognize that Prince Edward Island benefits from sharing a list with the much larger province of Ontario. Each enlargement of the pool of available pairs increases the odds of finding a biologically compatible match. Engaging in a cooperative kidney paired donation program with the United States would be to the benefit of Canadians who require a kidney transplant. We can expect to see more lives saved and healthcare costs reduced. Cooperative kidney paired donation programs are neither unprecedented nor unusual. As we have mentioned, Canada runs an interprovincial program. The United States also runs similar programs, both regional as well as national. International cooperative kidney paired donation programs are not unprecedented as well. New Zealand, for example, and Australia have recently established such a program. Indeed, such cooperation is not unprecedented between Canada and the United States. 10 years ago, a chain involving 10 recipients and 10 donors, with 1 pair from Canada and 9 pairs from the United States, was successfully conducted at McGill University and at Johns Hopkins University. In 2012, Canadian Josephine Bonventre participated in what was called Chain 124, which included 60 operations connecting 30 donors with 30 recipients, the then longest such chain. Already, many Canadians join the National Kidney Registry in the United States in order to take advantage of the much larger system in the United States. But this is less efficient than a cooperative program. Kidney pair donation is widely and rightly regarded as a vital and ethical means of increasing access to transplants. Not only are many lives saved, but even more are improved by releasing them from the burden of dialysis. Simply put, saving and improving lives is morally urgent. Transplantation is also more cost-effective than dialysis. Both countries stand to save significant healthcare resources from such cooperation. These resources can be redirected to other healthcare priorities. Now, we can envision no insurmountable obstacles, and all of these obstacles are trivial in the face of the benefits of additional possible lives saved and healthcare resources saved. There may be political or regulatory obstacles to the creation of a cooperative Canada-U.S. kidney pair donation program. For example, customs and border regulations regarding the shipping of kidneys, or obstacles regarding health insurance coverage of transplantation. There may be technical, programming, or algorithm-related obstacles. Each of these can be dealt with on an as-needed basis. Now, we commit to help overcome these obstacles, including introducing or repealing legislation and helping to create or augment new or existing matching algorithms. It is well beyond time for a Canada-U.S. paired kidney donation program. There are no ethical or cost-related objections to the creation of such a program. There are only trivial, inconsequential obstacles. We have already lost lives and failed to improve the quality of life of too many Canadians and Americans by not instituting such a program 10 years ago. Each year that we wait to create this program is another year that patients who would receive a kidney if we had such a program have to needlessly suffer. Given the significant and morally urgent benefits of creating such a program, we urge Canadian Blood Services to commit to the creation of a cooperative kidney pair donation program today. The letter is currently signed by myself, David Faraci from Durham University, 3 altruistic, non-directed kidney donors, including Arthur Ward from Michigan State University, Luke Semrau from Bloomsburg University, Josh Morrison, who runs Waitlist Zero in the United States. It is also signed by Donald Berwick, the President Emeritus and Senior Fellow at the Institute for Healthcare Improvement and the former Administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, by Member of Parliament Scott Reed, by Nobel Prize winner Alvin Roth from Stanford University, by Nancy Walton, the director of the Daphne Cockwell School of Nursing at Ryerson University, by Mark Fedek, an associate professor at the Betty Irene Moore School of Nursing at the University of California at Davis, and by Chris McDonald from Ryerson University. Thank you, and again, the letter will be available at donationethics.com.